What's going on, Jeromes? Unfortunately, the Vikings are into offseason a lot sooner than we had hoped, but looking at the roster going forward, Vikings have some free agent decisions to be made. So here are our top 5 Vikings free agents who need to be back. Now, I'm not including exclusive rights free agents or RFAs, and they're basically tied to the team, but these are unrestricted free agents that need to be back in purple in 2022. First up, 2023. I'm really good at math. Duke Shelley. Could just end the list. I mean, Duke Says Go was phenomenal. Waived by the Bears because Ryan Poles is a genius, taking the North back and taking back the North and not giving it back. Fantastic. But Duke Shelley on the outside, where the pride of Kansas State stepped up because the Bears were stupid. So this is what happens a lot. I mean, NFL coaches are supposed to be really smart, but if you have a short cornerback, your first thought is, hey, let's put him in the slot because he's short. It's so stupid. But Duke is a phenomenal outside the numbers cornerback. 86.4 PFF coverage grade this year, which is 3rd in the league behind Sauce Gardner and Patrick Surtain II. Perhaps you've heard of them. Pretty damn good. 11 passes broken up, had an interception against his former team, the Bears, super emotional, as well as a 59.6 quarterback rating when thrown at. Duke Shelley is a starting cornerback in the National Football League. I would feel fine paying Duke Shelley a little bit of coin. He needs to stay in purple, and he needs to be a stud for the Vikings long term. Also, he's really good at run support too. I love me some Duke Shelley, man. Next up, number 2, Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson. So he came over from the Giants 2 years ago in free agency, signed a nice free agent deal. Now the Vikings need to sign him to another nice free agent deal where the Vikings' defensive line this year was much maligned, but Diesel Dalvin, when he was in the lineup, missed a couple games with a calf injury, but he was really good. 42 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 30 pressures, forced a fumble, also recovered one. And he's one of the quiet guys, number 94, that just does all the dirty work, absorbs bodies, stops the run to the best of his ability. But yeah. Were they using him out of position? I don't know. The whole 3-4 thing, I get that it was sort of fun at the beginning, but is he a better 5-tech or is he a better 3-tech? Who really knows? But either way, keep Diesel Dalvin in purple. Next up, free agent number 3 that needs to stay, Kairis Tonga. So along the defensive line where Tonga, whenever he was given opportunity, ironically, when Diesel was hurt, that's when Tonga got a chance to shine, but he really did well, and he's another Chicago Bear castoff. 28 tackles, 10 pressures, half a sack, 4 batted passes at the line of scrimmage. So Tonga, when given opportunity, was really damn good, and he needs to stay with the Vikings. Next up, free agent number 4. Center Austin Schluttman. Now, I'm not saying that Schluttman should come in and be the starting center if they let Bradbury go. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he was serviceable starting for Bradbury. He can play all 3 interior spots. He has experience with offensive line coach Chris Cooper going back to the Denver days. Same thing with run game coordinator and running backs coach Curtis Modkins. And he's valuable. Like the guy that can come in cold off the bench, can back up all 3 interior spots, has a ton of value, and he could be the new Brett Jones. So I'm not saying that Schluttman should and could be a starter, but you need him on the 53. And lastly, free agent number 5 that should be back, special teamer Chris Boyd, where, Boyd obviously can moonlight as cornerback, but he was a stud special teamer, 8 tackles on special teams, and he just brings a fire. He just brings an attitude, which I really like, and I think that the team lacked at times this year. So I think having Chris Boyd staying in Minnesota would be a good idea. And then, of course, 5 others, because why not? Because we're extra. 5 others that... So DePaula, I would love to have back, but he is 36 years old, and he does have some other business ventures. So does he go out on top as a first-team All-Pro? Don't really know. Greg Joseph, besides all the missed kicks and the missed point afters, he was really good. Of course, a 61-yarder from the freaking moon. I think Greg Joseph's going to get paid, whether here or somewhere else. I don't really know. Do the Vikings slap the franchise tag on him? It's possible, but would you put Greg Joseph in the same stratosphere as Justin Tucker? Like when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's really bad. TBD. Patrick Peterson. So P squared had 5 interceptions this year, but there were some really bad moments too. Like he deserved some of the All-Pro love that he got. I think he had 10 second-place All-Pro votes. He was PFF's second-team All-Pro, but I don't know. I don't know at this stage. Like, I would like to have him back, but only if the price is right. Bradbury. So I've come full circle on Bradbury. Like, I'm not paying $10 or $11 million per year on a guy who is now slightly above average at center. You can certainly go fish in the draft or free agency. And then Madison, I would like Madison back, especially since Dalvin is likely going to be cut. But Madison, I mean, he's probably going to get a couple dollars somewhere, and paying a running back probably doesn't jive with Kwesi's analytical approach. So we'll see. But, I mean, that's our top 5. Duke, Shelley, Diesel, Dalvin, Kairis Tonga, Schlutman, as well as Chris Boyd. I'll take the Paulo, too, if he's not busy slinging bagels. But let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. 5 free agents who need to be back for the Vikings. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.